Hey folks, so I want to show you guys a very neat trick that I've been using with my Kimi K3 to basically get that intelligence everywhere. This is a dashboard I built myself, and this is really for running this channel. So what I have is I have Kimi K3 set up inside my own dashboard, and I can use Kimi K3 to do a lot of things on my own dashboard, basically having that intelligence of Kimi K3, but pretty much anywhere. I'll teach you guys how to set it up. It's a little bit involved, but this is kind of like a little hack. Because honestly, when you're on a dashboard and you're trying to do something and you make your own app or you suddenly something, you need that intelligence. And previously speaking, what I did was I hooked up Minimax because it's cheap and effective for what I needed. Let me just give you an example of what I need to do. So say, for example, we have a transcript that sometimes that's given on a video and we want to provide summaries for what's happening on the video so we can make further videos or improve upon them. There's also a little bit something cheeky that we're also doing. We have a competitor analysis here. And yet again, like we love Theo's videos, but his videos are sometimes like 50 minutes long. And we really just need a TLDR of what he says and what he's doing. So previously speaking, of course, we wanted to use some sort of intelligence to summarize the stuff that videos are being said and summarize that. And the best way to do this is you can actually call on the API. And the best part is because Kimi Code includes API access. So if you go to your console, you have Kimi Code, and within that, even a cheap plan, so even if you have Allegro plan, but with that plan, you can actually use this on your site to basically give you actionable intelligence. So how we set it up is basically Kimi Code has they put it in the documentation here. I'll put it down in the link down below, but they have a official client, but they also have API access. And yet again, they don't really teach you that too much about it, but there's these endpoint completions, both that are OpenAI compatible, and you can call upon them whenever you need to use any sort of intelligence or inference. All right. So yet again, so the examples of this would be video summaries, and very soon what we're adding onto our panel is the ability to generate memories, evidence, and basically drastically improve how we do operations on the site. So how I did this is basically I fed this to AI. I know I should probably have a better description of this, but the easiest way I did this was in my coding agent, I just copied this endpoint. All right, I said, okay, this is an OpenAI compatible endpoint. I'll copy the documentation, this documentation, and this endpoint along with my API key. So that's all it needs, right? So right now with vibe coding, with everything you need, all you need to build your own tool is basically to give these 3 points of information onto there. And then with that, you can vibe code a AI inference module for it. Now, once that is done, you can now start incorporating that everywhere, right? So then I pretty much plastered that sort of intelligence everywhere on the dashboard for me to use. So like the summary, the evidence generation, we have pipelines, we have tweets, even automatic tweets that we're pushing out. And you can get a lot of ideas. I'm not saying that everything we generate is AI, but what we do is we kind of approve ideas and then move that into the human process, right? So that's kind of like the neat trick that you can do. So if you guys need a full guide on this, I will. But I just thought this was something that's very neat and interesting. And we share that with our team, and pretty much everyone started using that everywhere. So I wanted to give that to you guys very quickly. In terms of how it actually works on our side and the code that's involved, it's not too complicated. Yet again, this is fully vibe coded, but what it does is that it just sends what we need in terms of, say for example, we need to summarize a video, we send the transcript and we send that into the chat completion part of the Kimi API. I know this sounds a little bit basic, but the fact that we can do this gives us a lot of power, and it is noticeable in terms of performance compared to something like Minimax M3. This is actually a lot harder to do on your OpenAI or Claude models because they don't expose the API endpoint for free, right? That's the difference with Chinese models. They expose the endpoint so you can use it in any app that you develop, whether you want to make a chat app for your website to chat to people, whether you want to make a chat agent, regardless of what you want to do, because the API is exposed and because it's part of your plan, you can use it pretty much everywhere. So yeah, so I've been plastering that around everywhere for posting, for summaries, for now I'm trying to build an intelligence platform where I summarize what other people, competitors are doing on this channel, and kind of giving me tips and already completing a lot of that. So in the morning, I don't have to do as much work, right? So that's kind of how it's executed. I can actually put this code up if you guys are and want to reference it. But honestly, the best way to really do it is just copy and paste the command. You can even do it in Kimi Code for crying out loud. You can just say, hey, here's the endpoint. I'll put that down below. Just fire at it. So here's the here is the OpenAI endpoint for Kimi. Can you do a test for it? So this is usually how I'll do it. I'll give it the endpoint. I'll give it a test to say, hey, can you see a response? If you can, then write me a module that communicates with Kimi and can do all the tasks on the site. The other thing that I did, which I find quite useful, is to be able to switch between endpoints because sometimes it's very slow. So I still kept Minimax here, so I can just switch this on demand to see where it's going. And then I actually have a prompt library here. So some prompts are generated by Minimax, some prompts are generated by Kimi K3. But my overall result is that I do find because Kimi is more intelligent than Minimax, you're getting better answers regardless of your prompt. So even if you prompt very well or very poorly, regardless, the summaries that you get is better just because of the higher intelligence level. It is part of the plan, so yeah, you guys should try it out. I know there's some difficulties buying the Kimi plan right now. Yet again, I'm not Kimi, so that's their problem. But for me, I find this quite useful. Just for doing daily tasks, it definitely saved me a lot of time and effort. So yeah, I'm going to leave the video short like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this little hack to get everything working. And I hope you guys can build something cool with it. So tell me what you guys are building, and I'll see you guys in the next video.